Hello and welcome back to Pitch Perfect live from Geneva Stadium. Oh my goodness, I am still not over last night. I mean, it looks like I've never left, but I promise you, I have been home, I have had a tiny bit of sleep, and we're back. But wow, what a match. I actually still haven't caught my breath. I can't believe it. I mean, we are going to dive into absolutely everything that happened last night. But before we do, I have to remind you, as always, to do our daily Euros quiz. You can scan the QR code or click the link in the description. Did you know what year Lucy Bronze made her England debut? Maybe you do. If so, do the quiz. If you don't, go do the quiz and learn. So get involved. And we also have a poll going, as always. Our poll today is, who was your player of the match? We put three options, just our three choices: the Michelle Agyemang, Chloe Kelly, who won the official award, and Hannah Hampton. Now, I want you to tell me if you disagree with any of those players. Let us know who your players of the match are. Currently, it is at 56% Michelle Agyemang. I think I agree with those people, but we will jump onto that in just a minute. Jamie, first things first, have you recovered?
I feel like we've slept about 20 minutes. Yeah. We rolled out of bed. It felt like we were just here an hour ago, and we're ready to reflect on an epic semi-final because that script was insane. It feels like the Lionesses just will not stop making us become sleep deprived, anxious, nervous, excited. But yeah, there's a lot to unpack.
It was crazy. You're so right. It's like, is this really what it's all about? Can we not just make it a little bit easier, please? It's not meant to be easy. And also, that old saying, you appreciate things a lot more when they're not easy. Again, deja vu of the Sweden game. I was sat there going, we're out. I'm devastated. Literally looking, I was devoed, absolutely devoed. And I just really thought there is no way we come back from this one today. We have had our chances. But how many lives can England have, Jamie?
I know the Lionesses have 9 lives, don't they? They absolutely just keep coming back from the dead. When you discount them and you don't think that they can do it, they can do it. And I think it goes to show the mentality of this squad and also the squad depth of this squad. They've got the means to be able to make these comebacks that other nations perhaps can't. It feels like Italy threw the kitchen sink at it and they had nothing left to give, whereas the Lionesses can bring on Chloe Kelly and Michelle Agyemang. So yeah, a well-deserved comeback in the end, but I for sure didn't think they were going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I mean, setting up a tie, a final against either Spain or Germany. Now, a rematch of either the World Cup final or the last Euros final. Now, we came out victorious in one of those, not victorious in the other. We will preview these two teams towards the end of the game, but just very quickly, do you think England have a preference in who they would want to face in the final, or at this point we're just happy to be there?
I feel like it's a bit of both. Yeah. I think England need to kind of count their lucky stars. They do deserve to be there because at the end of the day, in major tournament football, it doesn't really matter how you get it done as long as you get it done, and they've proved that they have the mentality to do that. So I think they're going to feel that they're lucky to be in the final, but also deserving to be in the final. So I don't think England want to come up against Spain. To be honest, I think Germany are a very depleted squad. I'd be very surprised if they made it through the semi-final. They've got a lot of injuries. So if England are eyeing up either of those two teams, it's probably a very weakened Germany side. But I think the biggest thing for the Lionesses is they need to start improving and performing because they're going to come up against a world-class big hitter when maybe Italy probably won't. So it's definitely going to be Germany. But again, anything can happen in a major tournament final like we've seen over the quarterfinals and semi-finals.
Is it fair to say, because I think Italy executed their game plan pretty well, and they had pretty much done it. And then it was just that moment of magic, and we will talk about magic, Michelle Agyemang, very shortly. I'm sorry I'm keeping you all waiting from that. But they didn't let England have a look in, really, and they just caught the Lionesses on the break, and then they were just defending. Oh, wow, it was such a wall.
Yeah. I think that Italy, Italy they played for 90 minutes. They really wanted that game to be done in 90 minutes. And I think, like you said, with what they had in their squad, they executed that game plan to perfection. I think it was always going to be an issue. We spoke about it yesterday morning. Sophia Cantore on the break. She smoked Esme Morgan. She smoked Alex Greenwood. And then she got the ball past Leah Williamson and Lucy Bronze. And the Lionesses weren't prepared for that, surprisingly, because it is Italy's means to score. But then they were so disciplined in the back five that they had once that goal had gone in. But they were playing for 90 minutes. They had to take all their forwards off. They were absolutely gassed. Christiana Girelli, I hope she's okay. She went off crying with an injury. So Italy needed that game to be done in 90 minutes. The second it goes to extra time, England have the squad depth and they're always going to get the job done.
Yeah, for sure. Although it wasn't quite that easy, even in that extra 30 minutes. I think we're going to have a van nicely park up and ruin our set, but hopefully it moves soon. Anyway, is what it is. Can't change the surroundings. Showbiz, that is showbiz. Well, let's get on to Michelle Agyemang, because what a player she is. Before we talk about her, I was lucky enough to catch up with her in the mix zone last night after the match, where, wow, she is the most incredibly humble human being. What an impressive 19-year-old. Yeah, take a look at what she had to say.
Huge congratulations, Michelle. Could you ever have dreamed of you being here in the Euros, you making such a big impact in the Euros at the beginning of the year?
No, to be fair, I think, it's been a crazy season for me, being on loan and then getting the call up at such a late time in the season. But, everything happens for a reason. I'm so grateful to God that I'm here.
And did you enjoy those sweet Caroline celebrations with the fans at the end? It looked like you were.
Yeah, it's nice. The fans come out everywhere. I think most of our games have been almost sold out. And, it shows the support we have both here and back home in England and all over the world.
And special support for you as well. I've seen a lot of people with England fans with your name on the back. How does that feel? That must be quite surreal.
That's great. I haven't seen that yet.
There's loads, I promise you.
It means the world to me, and I'm so grateful for the support.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Do you prefer Spain or Germany?
We'll take anyone as long as we're in the final, and that's what we've done. So bring on whoever it is, and we know that we can get the job done.
Thank you.
Congrats, Michelle.
Wow, and the other magic thing is that the van has now gone, so magic all round really. But wow, Michelle Agyemang, what a player. We have spoken about her so much already on Pitch Perfect, but she seems superhuman at this point. She is incredible. And for those of you who didn't know, actually, her surname, this is crazy, her surname Agyemang in Ghanaian means the nation's saviour. And is she just not the nation's saviour? I mean, what a player. And I have to say, because when this tournament started, we said Michelle Agyemang is such a great opportunity for her to come here to maybe get some minutes. I mean, she's not the person getting minutes. She's winning these games for England.
I think there's a statement to be made that she's been England's best player this whole tournament. She saves them in the quarterfinal at the death to get the equaliser in the 81st minute. She does it again last night in the 96th minute. This is a player playing with a sense of maturity far beyond her years, and her skill set is incredible. And there's no brushing over the fact that she's an incredible footballer, but her mentality is something I think that this England squad really, really needs, and it's so refreshing that it's coming from a 19-year-old. I think there's also some merit of her being so young, because she doesn't overthink things. I think a lot of these Lionesses, they've got the weight of the world on their shoulders right now, and the pressure is on them. They need to defend their title. They need to perform better. She's coming in and she's saying, this is a fresh slate for me to perform at my very first major tournament. And oh my gosh, she has just been absolutely exceptional.
Yeah, for sure. She is incredible. The composure she showed. Oh, flag's gone. The composure she showed with that finish. I think it's so tricky in that moment. We had seen moments before Chloe Kelly step up to take that corner and it goes straight into the side netting. It's like, these are high pressured moments. We've got someone walking in front of us. They're on the phone. They're going to walk.
No Euro bag. Maybe a lioness.
But not quite a lioness. She's part of the squad though. She's probably had a late night too, so we'll let her off. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Just her maturity, just the ability to really show what she can do on that big stage, that composure, and for her to have that moment, it's just incredible. I'm so pleased for her, and she is so humble. You saw in that mix zone clip there. Earlier on in that interview, and all these interviews are available in full on Haters TV YouTube channel. Please do check them out. But earlier on, she said that the reporter said, you did it, and she goes, no, we did it. She said, we did it. And it's like, wow, like, no, you did it.
Yeah,
like, it was you. But yeah, it just shows her, and actually not just her, you know, the whole team, they're so together. It's all about the team performance. And yeah, we call them super subs for a reason. And Serena's getting this reputation of knowing exactly who the super subs are. But please, Serena, stop leaving it so late. You're not doing anything for my heart rate, honestly. It's not good. I also asked her in that interview, you might have seen, well, not asked her, but sort of told her, because I guess the Lionesses aren't on the streets in the same way that we are. And we have seen so many Agyemang shirts, and that is incredible to see. And I told her that yesterday, and sorry, we're just filming. Oh, okay. Got a special guest, many special guests. Yeah, I was just telling her about having her name on so many people's shirts, and she was so humble about that as well. But actually, one of the people I wanted to show you, because we showed you earlier on in the tournament some very famous fans, England fans, that we caught up with earlier on in the tournament. And one of those actually has Agyemang on the back of her shirt. Take a look at what they had to say.
Well, that maybe answers my next question, which is, who's your favourite Lioness?
I mean, I'm going to do it again. There you go.
Nice. What do you love so much about Kira?
I just always, whenever she's on the ball, I just trust it. I feel quite calm when she's on the ball. I think she knows what she's doing. She's just so good. I just love her.
Oh, that's a tough one. I really, at the moment, I'm really liking Michelle Agyemang. She's so quick on her feet. She's very exciting. She can switch the game up as soon as she comes on. So at the moment, I think it's her, yeah.
She got big kick energy?
She has. You don't score 41 minutes into your Wembley debut without a bit of big kick energy. So, yeah.
And finally, who is going to win the Euros?
England. No, never in doubt. Never in doubt. As long as we avoid Spain, we'll be all right. Yeah. We'll be fine.
Oh, England or Spain.
I'll cut that last bit.
Yes, great to see Maisie Adam and Susie Ruffle there again. For those fans of the show, you might have seen that clip before, but it just felt very apt, because I saw Maisie Adam yesterday in the fan walk, which was literally just here, repping her Agyemang shirt, and that just says it all, really. She has absolutely become a household name pretty much overnight for those people who don't follow women's football.
Yeah, exactly right. I think there's even women's football fans didn't really know who Michelle Agyemang was maybe 6 months ago. She was obviously an Arsenal Academy player. She's on loan at Brighton. She had a really good season playing out of position for Brighton under Dario Vidicic, but the biggest thing for her was she's getting professional minutes in the WSL, and Sarina Wiegman saw her performing in the WSL, playing on the wing, not in her natural 9 position, but that's enough for her to get a squad. And I think we spoke about it before the tournament. She's a player that you know can just kind of make some magic happen. Even if you've not particularly paid attention to her before, she's a striker with really great strength and technical ability. So yeah, she's a household name now. It's just like what happened to Alessia Russo in Euro 2022 is happening to Michelle Agyemang this time around.
I actually asked Alessia Russo about that. I said, what's it like? A bit of a changing of the guard from you being the super sub to like letting someone else be the super sub. And yeah, she gave a really lovely answer about how it's lovely to see them flourish. Again, those videos are available on Haters TV YouTube channel in full. But talking of substitutes and having the impact, another substitute who keeps having an impact, and this is not for the first time, Chloe Kelly made herself a household name when she won the Euros for England 3 years ago. Of course, you will not forget that celebration where she whipped her shirt off, throwing her shirt around. What an incredible player, and really brilliant to see that later she is being just as brilliant. Although her missing that penalty, I'm sorry, that gave me the fright of my life. But she's so good on pens, she was going to miss at some point, and I think for the alertness to just go and finish the job off, good for her, right?
Chloe Kelly, like her and Michelle Agyemang are genuinely England's saviours. They have been incredible all tournament. It's not even like they just made an impact against Italy last night. They've been making an impact day in, day out at this Euro 2025 tournament. But Chloe Kelly brings an aura and a swagger to this England squad that I don't think is really there in the starting lineup right now. I think everyone in the starting 11 is trying to do their job, trying to, fit the bill of what Serena's trying to instill in them. Chloe Kelly comes on it and plays with a freedom like no other. And the celebration, she hits the Thierry Henry, the corner flag celebration, and she just got so much swagger. The calm, she's telling the crowd, don't worry, I'm scoring. I missed the penalty, doesn't matter. But yeah, it's just a confidence. And I think that players like that, you just know, are always going to make a difference when they're playing, when they're trusting themselves.
And she was back to her 2022 hairstyle yesterday. We spotted that one, didn't we?
That with a headband. Might be a good omen.
Good omen. Yeah, no, I mean, any hairstyle for Chloe Kelly seems to be a good omen, to be fair. So do what you want with your hair, Chloe. We're here for it. We are here for it. Well, talking of Chloe Kelly, one of her Lionesses teammates, Lucy Bronze, we caught up with her yesterday in the mix zone, who was singing Chloe Kelly's praises. Take a look.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think you see Chloe and you probably wouldn't expect it to be that crazy in the gym, but she's such a competitor. She's so resilient. I think the fact that she fought back to get back from that ACL to make sure that she made the tournament was amazing. Obviously working day in, day out with her in the gym, I think I know better than anybody in this team what she's made of and what mentality she really has. I think that's why I know when she's coming on in an England shirt that she can make a difference in any moment of the game, and that she'll give her it all, because I've seen it when nobody was there, when the fans weren't there, team wasn't there, it was just me and her. I saw the blood, sweat and tears that she had.
Yes, really lovely to hear how much all the Lionesses are just so proud of each other. It's so nice to see that. And honestly, without fail, you interview one of them in the mix zone and they just kind of unprovoked just bring up someone else in the team, don't they? It really feels like they are just so proud of each other, and it's a real team togetherness and team mentality, which is just, it says it all really. It's what you need. And I think especially in the build up to this tournament, where there's so much noise around the people retiring, the people who couldn't make it, and it just feels like this is those players saying it's good, like we're a unit, we can still do it, like we're not a bunch of individuals.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Like you said, every single time without fail, a Lioness is in the mix zone speaking to us. They want to change the subject and praise one of their teammates. And I think the biggest thing that they tend to praise is their hard work and their work ethic. It's not their impact on the pitch. It's not how much flair they carry when they're on the ball or in possession. It's how hard they work behind the scenes. And that's why I loved what Lucy Bronze said when she said, I watched Chloe Kelly come back from her ACL injury. I've seen her in the gym and no one works as hard as Chloe Kelly. And I think people would be surprised by that. That's what she said. But she said that I've seen Kelly put in blood, sweat and tears. And I think that's what's going right with this Lionesses squad right now, is it's a squad that maybe everything's not going to plan on the pitch sometimes, but they find a way, they get the grit and they work themselves back into it. And that's a lot to praise.
Yeah, and Chloe Kelly's story is phenomenal. Of course, her injury, but also basically in January this year, she thought she was out of contention for playing in the Euros. She wasn't getting any minutes at Manchester City. I'm sure many of you will have followed that saga, but for those of you who didn't, she was at Man City. She wasn't being played. She put out a statement on her social media just saying, this is not fair. It's really affecting my mental health. All I want to do is be able to represent my country. And that sort of call meant that she ended up going on loan to Arsenal, where she absolutely flourished, was instrumental in that Champions League win, and is now back in the lineup with Serena Wiegmann. You know, Serena Wiegmann calls on her when she needs something, and she's just, it's just incredible to think that had circumstances been a bit different, she wouldn't even be here right now. So I'm not surprised she's relishing it, enjoying it, and making the most of it, because those experiences make you want to fight harder, right? So yeah, shout out to Chloe Kelly. So pleased that you're in the team and you're here in Switzerland. Wow. Well, in maybe slightly sadder news this week from the Lionesses camp, there was, of course, Jess Carter, who spoke out, I should say, and spoke out about the horrific racist abuse that she had been facing on social media. As a result, she wanted to take a step back from social media. It raised discussions again about racism in football and in society, and so incredibly empowering what she did. So brave and also inspirational, and Her teammates all stood with her yesterday on the pitch. They took a stand. They didn't take the knee. It was their way of saying, look, we need to do something different. Let's change. But I was lucky enough to catch up with Jess Carter in the mix zone last night and speak to her about that.
I just hope that people think before they speak. I'm not really sure. Well, clearly they don't think before they speak. I think that we try our best to sit together, and I think the scrutiny that people in the public eye get anyway is outrageous. Like, we wouldn't go on social media to talk about you guys doing your job, so I don't understand why they do it to us. But we understand football's a game of opinions, and we just do our best every day to try and be the best that we can. So I just hope that it makes some people think twice before speaking up and recognise the effects that it has on the team, on certain players. And I think that, if you were a bit more positive, but that maybe encourage us to go and be better, but instead trying to shut us down and maybe sometimes prevents us from being the best that we can and stops us doing well for our team, So I think just be kind. I think it's the easiest thing to do is be kind.
And you probably haven't seen, because you weren't on the fan walk, but the fans were chanting your name no end today. And of course, when you came on the pitch today as well, I hope you heard that cheer when your name was announced in the team sheet. It was so loud. Those are the real fans, right?
Yeah, they are. I think we speak about it as well. Some of the fans who post some of the things. We recognise who our true fans are, and our fans that turn up today, our fans that have been cheering us on from minute one, regardless of every setback that we've had. They're our true fans, and we recognise that, and we really appreciate them, and we need them all to keep going and get us over that line in the final.
Yes, incredibly powerful what Jess did this week, and huge thanks to her for talking to us in the mix zone about that, and hopefully how we can push together to try and keep creating positive change on this topic, because it is totally unacceptable. It should not be happening in this day and age. And we all stand with Jess and hope that she is okay. And also, just on Jess Carter, she got the biggest cheer of the night yesterday. We were in the fan walk. People were chanting her name when she came on late in added time. Wow. The solidarity with her in that stadium, it was just so clear to see. And I'm really glad that happened, because she can see just how much, those are the real fans. Like I said to her, those are the true fans. And nice for her to get that moment, to know how much people love her. We've got some comments coming in. Please do get yours in. The poll is currently 54% on Michelle Agyemang being the player of the match last night. We have a comment from Inota N saying, Chloe Kelly's pen and rebound was like Harry Kane versus Denmark. Yes, very true. Just similar moments in the competition. And yeah, definitely echoes of that. Well, there you go. Two incredibly talented England players. We've got Adam Salter saying England will play Spain in the final. Bold, Adam. We'll come on to our Germany-Spain preview very shortly. We've got Greg Darby saying Chloe Kelly has been a sensation ever since she joined Arsenal. I could not agree with you more. It feels like the perfect move for her. She has now, of course, signed with Arsenal on a permanent basis. So we get to see a bit more of her in that red and white, which I know you're excited about as an Arsenal fan, but even just for the neutral, it is an exciting prospect, because we all want to see Chloe Kelly flourish, and she has been doing that at Arsenal. Well, we have spoken a lot about these subs, and I've got to ask you, Jamie, because when it works, it's like amazing. The game plan works. But someone asked Serena, Kit, actually, from the Times, asked Serena yesterday in the press conference, you're a meticulous planner. Surely this isn't the plan, that it only comes off with seconds to go. And she said, no, of course, we'd rather go up. We'd rather go up in the game, but it doesn't always work like that. And it's true, it doesn't always work like that, of course. But when it does happen, when we do go down, what's your view? Should the subs be coming on sooner? Michelle Agyemang did not actually have very long to impact that game yesterday. Had she been brought on 10 minutes earlier, would that have happened 10 minutes sooner?
I think that the substitutes certainly have to come on earlier. And I know everything looks more critical. We're criticising in hindsight, right? Because they won the games anyway. But these are against, no disrespect to Sweden and Italy, it's not the kind of calibre of talent that they're going to be facing in the final in Germany or Spain. So these subs need to come on earlier. I think England need to start winning the game at half time rather than wanting to win it in extra time. And that's what Sarina Wiegman, I feel like she's got the cinematic effect of saying, oh, I'll bring on these super subs, save the day, make the headlines. But at the end of the day, England should be winning these games by the 45th minute. They should have that game in bed, and I think they would have done if they had maybe even made a change or two to the starting lineup. I think there's a couple players that are a bit out of form coming back from injury, and then you've got someone like Chloe Kelly. I know that she's better as a super sub. I just think England can win the games earlier than they do, and sometimes in tournament football, 2 back-to-back 120 minutes games going into a final, it's not the best on recovery. So the subs need to come on earlier. I wouldn't even be mad at maybe 1 or 2 changes to the starting lineup as well. But the Sarina Wiegman way is the Sarina Wiegman way. Yeah. So in Sarina we trust until it goes wrong.
Yeah, for sure. It really does feel like that, because it's crazy. You mentioned their cinematic, and Sarina mentioned yesterday actually that it was all a bit like a movie. Georgia Stanway had described it as a roller coaster. Sarina's describing it as a movie, and she was asked what type of movie. I think she said it had a bit of romance in it. And I was like, you're not wrong there, because you are definitely making the nation fall in love with your team, but in a very roundabout way, I would say. So yeah, and Chloe Kelly described it as a fantasy. Yeah. So let us know what sort of movie you think it is. Is it a thriller? Is it a fantasy? Is it a romance? What else could be scary? It's a bit scary. I think it's a bit of a horror movie. At points, the way I'm feeling anyway, the way I can't catch my breath. Edge of your seat stuff. And I'm quite jealous of neutrals watching the Lionesses, because that must just be pretty epic. It's not so epic for me. And I know you were maybe hoping for
Worse for wear
Italy to do well. I know you've got your Italian heritage. We've got keep voting on the poll. It's still Michelle leading, but we want to hear your thoughts. Let us know what you think. It was Michelle Agyemang your player of the match. Chloe Kelly got it on paper. Well, as we've explained to you before, in these in post-match, we are able to go to the mix zone and catch up with the players. We then go to the press conference and catch up with the manager and the player of the match. So all of those videos, we've got loads last night. Honestly, go and check them out on Haters TV YouTube channel. We spoke to at least half the team who played, so more than half, I think. So go check those out. Whoever your favourite player is, hopefully you can hear what they had to say. But we needed some relaxation after the match, which we haven't quite had yet, because it's been a bit non-stop. But we'll hopefully, actually, I was going to say we'll hopefully get some back into Europe, but we're going to the match tonight, so I'm not sure we will. Anyway, we'll sleep when the tournament ends. But Ella Toone in the mix zone was talking yesterday about how she might relax after yesterday's up and down. You might remember she said after the penalty shootout the other night that she felt sick, and it was horrific to watch, and she couldn't watch it. Anyway, yesterday, hopefully feeling slightly less nauseous. But here is what she had to say about how she was going to relax after the match.
Oh yeah, me and Les will definitely watch Love Island tonight, chill out. But I mean, I've got doping again, so I'm not best pleased. See our families, celebrate with them. We've put them on some mad emotional roller coaster this tournament. So yeah, celebrate with them, celebrate with each other. We're going to a final, but then tomorrow is when the work starts. We've got to make sure that we recover fast. We've played back-to-back games where we've played 120 minutes. So yeah, it's been really tough physically and emotionally. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we've got to enjoy the moments, but make sure that we're prepared for the final.
Yeah, always lovely to hear from Ella Toone. She's such a character. Love speaking to her in the mix zone. She's great. Big up Toone. Big up Toone. Well, talking of relaxation, there's only one way I know how to relax after a roller coaster, and that is, of course, our Tops stickers.
Come on.
So for those of you who don't know, we are trying. Oh gosh, this keeps going. I think that I'm going to lie that down. I'm going to lie the flags down for now. We are trying to complete our Tops sticker book for Euro 2025. We have been doing that throughout the tournament. Every day on the show, we open a pack each, and we stick what we don't have into our book, and what we do have, our spares, we put them on our online swapping platform. You can check out our online swapping platform at gotswaps.club. It's an incredible platform which brings together the Pitch Perfect community and beyond, all women's football community, to swap their tops stickers. It's super easy. You go on the page, you enter what you have, what you need, and what you have spares of, and it matches you with other people who have the swaps you need and vice versa. You just need to enter your email when you get on there so you can enable the chat function, sign up to basically activate all the features and be a part of this wonderful community. We've met people on the road, people who are part of it, so please do get involved if you want to get involved and swap stickers with us, and we can keep doing that back in England and until we're all finished. But yeah, okay, I'll go first. I will go first today.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth indeed. Let's see who we've got today. Of course, there's only 3 teams left in the tournament now, so it's to get any player who's still in the tournament is tricky. We've got Martina Wiankowska from Poland.
Hello, sir.
Maybe he wants some top stickers.
Yeah, fair enough. Gotswaps.club.
Gotswaps.club. Come and join our sticker swapping platform. Okay, we've got Ramona Bachmann from the host nation of Switzerland. We've got Elisa Bartoli from Italy. Did we get her recently? We got her quite recently. Actually. We've got Delphine Cascarino, no longer in France. We have got Delia Sommers from Iceland. Josephine Hasbo from Denmark. That's a bit of a...
I think there's a lot of trades in that one.
Lots of trades. Come on, Jamie.
Okay, come on.
Let's get some... Oh, okay. It's a shiny.
It's a shiny Icelandic player, Glodis Perla Vigersdottir.
Oh, it's a good one.
Lauren James.
Show the camera.
James. Let me take it to the camera.
Magic Lauren James.
Magic Lauren James. It doesn't get better than the Magic Lauren
Talking
James.
of, I hope Lauren James is okay after coming off with her ankle injury.
Yeah, wrapped in ice. Never a good sign. Finland's Emma Koivisto. Oh, the logo card.
Nice.
Women's Euro shiny logo card. We've got Portuguese captain Dolores Silva and Switzerland's Ayisha Gulati. Okay.
Nice pack.
Nice, that's an alright.
I mean, Lauren James is an elite card, but we do already have her, so that's a swap. If you want Lauren James, get on gotswaps.club, and many of those others are swaps. So yeah, get on. Let's swap, guys. We want to complete our sticker books. We have got a question from Adam that says, "How close are you to completing the book?" We are about 68%, I think.
That's an accurate number for you. So
well, the swaps platform gives you your number.
We're getting there.
So,
we're getting there. And still 5 days left of the tournament. I have hope.
Oh, I've got loads of hope. We're going to complete it. Wow. Well, the other thing I wanted to talk about with England's performance is, of course, defence, because it's been a topic of conversation throughout the tournament with England. Sarina Wiegman's changed it up a bit. Yesterday, we saw it change up again. Esme Morgan came in for Jess Carter as that starting player. That's the first time I think she's changed the starting lineup since the second game. I think she brought Toone in for Mead in the second game, but other than that, she had kept it the same from that Netherlands game. So she's obviously thought, I want to change this, bringing Esme Morgan in for Jess Carter. How do you feel that change went for her?
Well, I think the ideology behind it was pace on the counter-attack, right? And Esme Morgan has pace. She's very quick for her height, especially. So I can see why Sarina Wiegman made the change. It didn't transpire the way that she wanted it to. I think, especially when Sofia Cantore kind of burst through that right channel, Esme Morgan was smoked for pace. So at the end of the day, do you want someone that's maybe going to hold and anchor the centre of defence like Jess Carter? So I don't think it was a great performance from Morgan. I don't think it was a great performance from any of the England back four, to be perfectly honest. So we don't need to put all the burden on her. However, going into the Spain game, it's a bit of a headache for Sarina Wiegman because there's that one spot that's up for grabs. It keeps changing. Who's it going to be? Historically, it's always been Millie Bright. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to be Sarina Wiegman. I think you look at this Spain game and you think they're fast, but they're also physical. So who do we play?
The Spain game?
Yeah.
You've already predicted
I said that before, yeah. I don't see Germany coming out on top. But even then, when you look at Germany, you've got someone like Leah Schuler, Jula Brand, Clara Beal, so quick, but also so tall and physical. So, yeah, I don't know. it's not a good predicament for England to have.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like, I think it's tricky, and I respect her for making the change, because she's very much not one for making the change. So she obviously saw that there was something that needed changing, and that was the thing that she thought would make the positive impact. Maybe it didn't, but it's good to know that she is open to making that change where it needs to be done, because I think before we were like, I don't think she will. So yeah, that is interesting. I thought when Lauren Hemp dropped into that left wing back position, that was also quite interesting. I think she did quite a good job there.
Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know if Italy had many forwards left, but I think the idea was hold and anchor the channel, and I think she did it very well.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we have said it's going to be a very different challenge facing either Spain or Germany. So let's talk a little bit about that. We have Spain versus Germany tonight in Zurich. We're rushing back after this to get to Zurich for that fixture. I don't mean the weather's actually as nice in Zurich as it is here, so I kind of want to stay in Geneva. But we must go back because we need to see who England are going to face in the final. And yeah, you've already made your prediction that it's going to be Spain, but what can we expect in tonight's game?
Yeah, I think we can expect two sides with a lot of passion and heart. If we learned anything from the quarterfinals, it was that Germany will not roll over. They will not roll over and concede defeat. They want to be in that final. And I think for Germany right now, they've got so much attacking talent. And they're so attackingly fit, right? Again, I mentioned those names, Brand, Buell, Schuler. They've got Freyang even coming off the bench. They've got really, really fit attackers. But they've got one fit defender currently in Rebecca Knack. They've got so many injuries. Katrine Hendrick has gotten a red card. Sjoeke Nusken, who drops back in the 6, isn't playing. Like Julia Gwynn, obviously Vamsa, like they have got no defensive players, and if you're coming up against a team like Spain, you need to have such a strong and high quality defense. So for Germany, maybe it's about setting back your midfielders, maybe it's about trying something new with the back line, but getting them on the counter attack might be the only option. I just think Spain can dismantle any defense, especially a team without one.
Yeah, it feels also that it's showing the importance of discipline throughout the tournament, because these red cards, these build up of yellow cards have ruled 3 players out, right? So 3 players out. Yeah, that's right. So it just shows, like, you know, you always say, oh, it's just a yellow card or whatever it might be, but anyway, yeah, that will be a really interesting one. And I couldn't help but think, as you were describing Germany there are so many similarities to draw with England. You know, without some not without key players, but I guess Millie Bright missing is what comes to mind in that back line. More powerful in attack than defence. So for me, that would be the more exciting fixture, because Spain are powerful, and we've seen what they can do in the World Cup. We've seen already this tournament how they get themselves out of sticky situations, but so have England and so have Germany. And when it comes down to it, it's just 90 minutes.
Of course you want Germany to be in the final. Yeah. Fair enough. It would be it would be a very, very fun attacking game. We saw that in 2022, and it'd be nice to see it again.
Look, honestly, I don't mind who's in the final, because if England are going to win the Euros again, they've got to beat the best. They've got to beat the best of the best. And they've got to do it. So, and I believe in them. They have the ability to do it. They can do it. And whoever the opposition may be, I believe in the Lionesses. Got to keep believing.
Got to keep believing. That's the only way.
Got to keep believing. Well, that just about wraps things up. I just want to say, I have a final word from you. Maybe just, can you sum up your day, the match yesterday, in a word?
Roller coaster. Coined by Georgia Stanway. Yeah. It was a roller coaster.
It was a true roller coaster. I'm going to say, it's too many words. Just mental. Just mental. I just couldn't believe it. Like, it was, unbelievable. I'll go with unbelievable, because it really is. You cannot write it. You really cannot write these scripts that England are writing. It's mad. It is crazy, and I have enjoyed it, but I have also hated it. I think I speak for every England fan when I say that. But long may it continue. We're still in the competition, so that's all that matters. And It also means that the Lionesses, of course, staying in their hotel in Zurich, we can keep bringing you lots of wonderful media activity, speaking to them ahead of that final. So we will keep bringing that to you on our Haters TV YouTube channel. In the meantime, keep catching all your content there on all our social media. There is loads still to drop today, so keep your eyes peeled. Pitch Perfect will be back tomorrow. Time TBC, but hopefully original time of 9 a.m. UK time. But we'll see. It kind of depends on what happens in tonight's game, because we do need a bit of sleep.
Yeah, some sleep would be absolutely lovely. So if Spain and Germany can just keep it to 90.
If you can just keep it to 90 minutes, honestly, it would just do us all a favour. At least that one's in Zurich. We can get home very easily from there. Well, thank you guys for joining us, for joining this journey, continuing this Pitch Perfect journey with us each day. We are so grateful to have you as part of the community. So thank you. Thank you for your comments, your polls, your questions. Keep them coming even off the show. You can message us on YouTube, on any of the videos, on any of the social media platforms. We want to hear from you. Keep doing the Euros quiz and keep swapping with us at gotswaps.club to complete your Tops sticker album. That just about rounds things up. So thank you for joining us once again outside Geneva Stadium. We will see you tomorrow back in Zurich. Thanks so much for joining us, guys.